It's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and now we are on part 3 or maybe even 4. We're on some part of the modular saloon. So we got to get some, I made some windows off camera, same way I made them in the other video. But we got to get this going. So let's get the floor dealt with first. And to do the floor, all I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find pieces that are long enough, which I'm not going to have many of, to get as much of this planked without doing a bunch of cutting as possible. So there's going to be a little bit of gap, and there's going to be a little bit of sloppiness here and there. And that's okay. That's all right. A little bit of gaps, a little bit of sloppiness. Makes for a fun build. It's going to look more realistic, most likely. I'm not sure how I'm going to end up doing this corner over here to make it look sharp. Haven't figured that out just yet. Okay. We're making some kind of progress. I don't know if it's good or bad, but we're making progress. Okay. Now I'm going to snip off this stuff that I have done. So when we come back to the other side, it's not hard to work with. Okay. And I'm going to continue on. I hope this is a longer one. No, not really. Oh, well, we got some gaps. Didn't want gaps, but laziness prevailed, as it usually does here. For those of you that watch, you know. Perfection? Nah, not my thing. That's a weird big fat one. I'm throwing that over there. Okay. We're making progress. Progress. Listen to me talking like I know words and stuff. We're making progress. We're getting there. Trying to find some of the longer ones to make this. None of these are as long as I want. Let's see if I can expedite this process. Expedite this process, not expedite. Apparently I'm not doing a bunch of English today. Expedite. Damn it. Expedite the process. Let's speed it up, is what I mean. Okay. And then this will be the last one that goes to this edge. Alright, that cooled before. Oh, I'm out of glue. It's a little problematic, isn't it? Just a little bit. Okay. Now, let's cut those off. Oops. Just like that. And let's do this side here to here. Oops. And I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that corner just yet, but it's going to need done as well. I just don't want it to be like a big pain in the butt, is my main thing. Alright, I'm just going to make this work. I will make it legal. Okay. Now we only need to go perfectly to the edge of that. Because that's like where that bedroom ends, and we can figure out something for this corner a little different maybe. Okay. Well, let's try to snip that off, make it flush. It doesn't have to be perfect, but something that'll work. Let's see if we can just eyeball this. Okay. We'll do that a couple more times. Till we get that looking about the way we want it to look. Then we'll do something a little different with that. I'm not sure what yet. We'll make it like an angled across something, perhaps. Let me think. Something like that. Okay. I think we can make this look okay this way. We don't want to go too fancy, but I need a writing utensil and I lost my pen. There it is. Okay. And last but not least, we'll do that little corner. And for this over here, I don't really want to go to angle, so we're just going to do something really cheesy and fast. I lost my cutter. Where is my cutter? Lost my sharp cutter. Now I only have my dull cutter. No problem. We'll figure it out. We'll just make the rest of it kind of work. Because they were really shoddy workmen. The guys who designed this place were good, but the workmen just absolutely shoddy. And we need one more little piece to go in that jam. Okay. Got a lot of spider webs. All right, where's my blowtorch? We'll get rid of those. All right, so for the second floor, obviously each room needs a window. So to mount those in place, what we want to do is we want to get our wall structure built first. So to do that, we're going to have a couple little things we got to do. One, we got to get a second layer to level these up. So they sit, so everything sits flush. I lost my scissors, so there. Okay, and now this side over here is very thin. So let's cut some super thin, oops, pieces to make this work. Oops. Okay. All right. Oops, all kind of problems. And then, of course, you'll have that from time to time. All right, so that'll be our wood planked area. And let's get our walls going. So to get our walls going, we have this roof that's already kind of been cut that might fit right in here since it was off. No, it doesn't. So to make this fit, we're going to have to play some silly games. Let's start by throwing this away. I'm joking. All right, let's go here. All right. wish I knew where that sharp knife went. It's just gone. Oh, there it is. So you really want to try to cut these straight up and down. Like that, see? You just find your grooves. I don't see any grooves on that back side. I'm going to come back and play with that. It's very important that you cut those straight up and down, because if you cut them at an angle, it won't work right. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Nice. And this will make the top of our structure, the roof, is what some people call that. And remember, 90-degree cuts. All right, now to make this into a proper roof, you could easily trim this out with anything, but let's start by just doing a really light cut. To make planking. All right, we're getting dull. If y'all wonder about why I do that, you know, obviously it's a safety thing, but I know a fella who worked for the city department who got cut on glass in someone's garbage, and he got cut badly, very badly, and he missed quite a bit of work, and it's like a whole thing. So I just kind of don't want anybody getting hurt. Probably would have never thought of it if I hadn't worked for the city, truth be told. But I used to work for the water department years ago. Pretty good for an eyeball. We have to clean this gap up some though. I'm going to flip that around and get this last one. Okay. Something like that. It's probably easier to do it this way. Okay, and this will make a good roof for the last portion. It'll fit snug as a bug in a rug. Let's figure out our walls. Let's make smart choices when we can. Now I'm going to use foam up here. This isn't really going to be a load-bearing portion to begin with. So what I'm going to do is to make my walls as basic and easy as possible, because this is going to sit down on top just like the other one kind of sat down. So I'm just going to come in here and to make this as easy as humanly possible on myself. Whoa. I'm just going to use this to make a generic plank wall. A lot faster than the way I did the first floor. Won't be as sturdy, won't be as resilient, will need to be painted with Mod Podge. But and we need to do a couple little just make it a little bit interesting, that's all. Just a little bit. And I'm not going to do the top because the top is going to be covered by trim. And that just adds a little bit of woody looking texture there. So let's get going. So for our next wall, we need this one to sit flush against that, like this. Okay. I can't think straight. We really would rather not do that. What we would rather it do is this. Let's make it sit flush against can't see the line I made. There it is. We'll make that sit there like that. And we'll just make a pile of walls real quick and get this all done. I messed up right there. I think it'll be all right. Look. Again, little stuff like that doesn't matter. Now at the top we won't be showing it. So now we're going to get this and we're going to stick these together, being that this is this and this wall. We're going to stick these together. We're going to push them flush against where we want it to fit inside. That won't do it, but that will. Okay. This will be that back wall. We'll use the prettier side for the inside and the uglier side for the outside. Up. Okay, so we have 3 of the walls done. Goes like this. Make sure your dots are down. Okay. Okay. Like that. All right, so let's get these kind of butted up together as a 90, so that they sit flush in the rooms. It has to go like that, so we're just going to get a tiny dab of hot glue. Wrong side. Shit, that's the top. Oh well. I have to come back through and clean that up where I messed it up, because I need the dots to be down here. Okay, that goes there, like that. We need to get this on here. Okay, dots down. No problemo. All right, we got that last little leg there. I'm going to stick that there like that. We're going to use that as to make our jig. Okay. All right. This should be pretty easy, since we've already done like 10 of these. And the brush. I lost the toothbrush. Where did I put that? It's not a toothbrush, it's just like a plastic brush. Okay. And this one has to sit flush against this, like that, to work. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's start on this edge here. And get it as flush as we can. And then once we get that on there, let's get a bead there and there. Okay. We'll let that sit for a moment and kind of get ready to deal with its fate. Now I'm going to get this here. Oops, need more glue. Oh, I have my little thing shut. Okay. Now we want that to sit flush, so I'm just going to pop this on its side, just like that, and let it kind of simmer and cool. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay. Okay. Get a little more glue in there, so everything stays strong. Flush. Okay. Get one more side here. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing at all, can you? So basically, I'm just getting back in here, throwing a bead of damn glue, you son of a bitch. Holding everything flush together. Okay. Nice. I don't know how much that you missed, but all I'm doing is putting a bead of glue on the inside of 2 pieces of foam. Nothing too fancy. All right. All right, we had some drama on that side, but that's okay because I told you we're going to put some trim. Now, we want to fit a piece across this, something like this, okay? And to do that, we need to actually cut these at such an angle that it'll sit flush. Okay. And I'm just eyeballing that. And I don't care how perfect it is. Shit. Okay. Start there. And work our way out. Oops. Okay. Bead along the base here. Bead up the sides. Okay, I'm going to use some pressure, just some light pressure. Okay, we got a little bit sticking out the front there. That's okay. All right. Okay, that did not stick as well as I'd wanted it to, so I'm going to come back in here, throw a bead, just to let that kind of cool for a minute. All right, we've made a lot of progress on this thing, and for something that we can play every part of this when it's said and done, that'll be useful. We have to do the windows on the second floor, and we have to touch up the roof, but it's already been 40 minutes, so let's make that one more video. And I know it's been a long day. There's been a lot of videos. I understand that. I'm sorry. But I just do think that this is the best way to kind of deal with this, is to... you bad word. At least it wasn't so hot that it burnt me, right? Right. So now let's take a look at this. I do need to snip some of this off here so it looks good and flush. Okay. And this in theory fits directly in here. As the second floor, we put our windows in place, cut out the holes we need, trim around the top here so it's sturdy, put some trim up the sides to make sure everything's strong and good, and we'll be done. Then the painting will begin, and it'll probably take 2 videos to paint it, I'm guessing, but I'm not sweating it, and neither should you, because it'll be fun. Hey, do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, leave a comment, and all the things that please the great algorithm spirits, and check out www.dungeon-swag or dungeon-swag.com, depending on your generation. There's a discount code in the description that'll help you on your first month of our subscription service. And we really appreciate you hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time.